Minster here. Here's another update of my map pool guide. The Cartographer's box is a mystery for many players, so I'll share my knowledge in this video. First, I start off with some basics, then the actual rolling and opening of Cartographer's boxes, and I'll finish off with some strategy involving high map rolling. Right, the maximum level of an instance that can have a Cartographer's box is 79, in other words, tier 12. The best results requires the box to be rolled with a plus X to levels. The maximum that can be rolled is plus 3 levels. This plus level roll is hard to get. You almost always end up with plus 1 level roll and rarely a plus 2, and the extraordinary roll would be the plus 3. My estimates are that getting a plus 3 on a Carto box requires more than 500 alteration rolls on average. Stories you hear about people getting it after 200 alterations or less are just lucky. Chaos orbs will take less rolls, however the best strategy involves keeping the value of potential gains in mind. What is the value of a plus 2 map that can drop or a plus 3 map? It might seem obvious that you need a good amount of currency at hand for whenever you're lucky to find a Carto box, but sometimes, in some occasions, you cannot go back to your bank to retrieve them. Perhaps there are no more town portals available, and there's also another way to get locked out of your hideout. That is in this video of me finding a Carto box without being able to go back to town. And that is because Zana missions wouldn't let me. Luckily I had more than average orbs in my inventory, and the choices I had to make were hard. Take the plus 1 level box or gamble for plus 2 or plus 3 with the chance of ending up with no good rolls. Here I live the dream, a Cartographer's box in a tier 12 map, and all portals are available to retrieve currency to roll. Getting a plus 2 roll is really nice, and if the regalled succeeds in getting another quantity roll, a divine orb might be the way to get a plus 3. If that doesn't work, start all over from scratch. I got a sneaky suspicion divine orbs have a higher chance to get a plus 3 roll from a plus 1 or plus 2 compared to rolling it with alteration or chaos orb value wise. I do not know for sure, I simply have not tested it enough. If that would be true, chaos rolling would be the way. Just aim for plus 1 level and another quantity roll and divine it up to plus 3. The results are pretty good. 1 plus 3 tier 15 map, 1 plus 2 tier 14 map, and a couple plus 1 tier 13 maps. A question I get asked a lot is what rolls would be acceptable for this map. Normally for hardcore I'd take as much as I'd risk. To conserve some currency I'd normally go for 2 rolls of the following: any pack size roll, magic monsters, twin boss. So if we got a combination of 2 of these, I'd run the map. So how to proceed with this tier 15 map? Of course, chisel and sacrifice pieces and Algen case roll. But what rolls would be acceptable? If you're hardcore, the most pack size quant you dare to risk, of course, and a big factor is if you're willing to kill the boss or not. Let's say, what if this map was a core map with the feared Malachi boss? Are you able to kill the boss? Would you risk it? And otherwise, you should just go for quantity. core has very small hallways, and it messes up domination shrine spawns, but also box spawns and pack size spawns. For a core map, if craft items still sell good, I'd go for ambush Zana mod and roll some plus level boxes and sell the white items. Abyss, however, has really nice open space, good for domination Zana mod, but also good for box spawns. A big factor for these heist maps are shrines. Those might enable you to take on a boss you otherwise would not. Think of gaining immortality from a divine shrine or a quick kill with echoing shrine. So for Abyss, I'd go for shrine. For hardcore running with 5k life, you cannot roll your map too hard. For softcore, however, everything changes. Roll as many rippy mods as you can, milk all the value out of the map. That's obvious. Here's a tip about item selling for crafting. Buyers will usually only find your white items in surges. I advise you to sell blues to them and add a scour orb in the trade window. Otherwise you might end up with whites and magic items that aren't selling. Would not advise you to scour them beforehand, just add them in a trade window, wait till they sell. This might not work smoothly when implicit mods are involved. Another trick to use for put trade is item level listing. There's no normal way to list item levels of your items, however you can try to show them in the price by adding numbers in the decimals. To finish off this video, here's some footage of box rolling in a tier 15 map. Like I said earlier, if craft gear is hot in your league, rolling rare monsters or plus 2 level on boxes is the right thing to do. Magic monsters have fallen a bit from grace, since only one champion pack spawns instead of the old 3. This has hurt not only drops, but also experience gained tremendously. Divine Shrine is king if the map layout is good. Not only will it yield a good chance for map drops, but also because on tier 15 maps the Cartographer boxes can no longer spawn. Box rolling will also take a lot of your valuable time. In any case, I'd suggest roll whatever you think is most fun. You won't lose out too much either way. I hope this video has been of help to you. Thanks for watching.